Okay, so just the last part here, it's around assembly line, just similar to the poultry factory, just a few tips around that. Then I'll just talk about the practicum and some dates about when things are due. Okay, so the factory assembly line stuff, um, height adjustable benches, again, keeping things in that power zone so that the body doesn't get beat up. Job rotation and expansion. Anytime you have a job where there's repetitive motion involved, classically in an assembly line, a lot of repetitive motion, nutrient pathway issues. Anytime you have a job with that, you want to think about job rotation and expansion. So this is kind of a hint around the final exam. If you get a profession with a lot of reps, high repetition, more than likely you will, some kind of job like that. Think job rotation and expansion. What do I mean by that? So their existing job, let's say her job is to sit here all day and work on these microchips, whatever it is that she's working on. Expand the job so she gets some movement into it. So she's going to a different station. She has to go someplace to get supplies versus sitting all day. Job rotation, so there's another job which is a lot more dynamic, a lot more movement in it, even if it's just cleaning up and sweeping or something. So that'd be part of her job. So she's not sitting all day. She's got some dynamic components along with the static components. Power tools, no more than 10 inches away, no higher than 12 inches above the item being assembled. Moving obstacles, areas where this is kind of just common sense. Anything that could be pinched or crushed needs to be eliminated. This is stuff coming from OSHA. Electric tools, they can be superior than pneumatic tools, less vibration, something to kind of think about. Mounting arms, these are kind of examples of mounting arms, see them coming down, these mounting arms. Effective use depends on available space, torque, and mounting surface. This is a classic assembly line kind of thing. You don't want this guy standing all day. Again, think job rotation and expansion. For example, can he do this guy's job for a while? Can he sit on a stool for a while? Can he move off the line and go do different tasks for a while? It'll save his body, reduce their injuries, reduce their workers' comp costs. It's a good thing all around for everybody, really. Here's some examples of those anti-fatigue mats that we keep talking about. Imagine this person standing all day on a hard surface. It's really hard on your knees and your low back. This kind of reduces that. But again, he needs to set and vary it up. Okay, so the practicum, it's going to be in regular class time, 11:19, that last Thursday before Thanksgiving. The write-up is not going to be due to 12/6, so you don't have to stress about it over the break, the Thanksgiving immediate holiday anyway. The write-up will be due 12/6. Very similar to before, pairs of two coming in. They're going to be given a case. We'll practice this in lab 11:12 or 11:12, I think it is. Be given a case of all these different things. It's kind of cumulative in that sense, not totally cumulative, but focusing on all these tests for all these diagnoses that are really closely work-related. Yes, it's upper extremity too, so it's almost a combination of upper extremity and work. Like I've said repeatedly, you can't really tease out the two. They're just intermarried. So we're going to make this practicum the two. You need to know all these tests, all these diagnoses. Some differences. It's going to be more work-related. You'll have to say, what are some work ergonomic solutions for this person? One or two, maybe, after you finish the case, whereas before you were giving me an exercise. Now I want you to tell me, okay, what's some ergonomic solutions we could do for this grocery store bagger or this poultry factory worker? So the questions around that. Again, we'll simulate that in the lab. And then the write-up will be probably do like a work conditioning program on the write-up. I'm not sure exactly, but there will be a write-up involved as well. And then just kind of listing everything that's coming up. 12/6, you have your workstation write-up, the person you're going to be assessing for your workstation, the practicum write-up, which I just talked about, and then that final exam online with the case, the work conditioning program, the lecture questions. That will be 12:10, between 10:10 and 12:10, noontime, for a couple hours on a Thursday.